Hello, today I have a new video regarding my BMW M57 crankshaft bearings. So here you see the old ones, they didn't look too good, and I decided to replace whatever I could with new ones, because it's too bad, to open the engine and not fixing properly. This is the serial number of the bearings. This is the old one and the new one from BMW original one. Here you see the the dealer, main dealer in Dublin. Here it's from Frank King. It's called. I paid, I don't know, 37 euro for one half of the shell. This is the part number. It's finished with 732, and the other one, it's finished with 723. So it's the number, it's very close one to each other. It's very easy to do a mistake if you don't pay attention. Which shell you wanna buy? You wanna buy the cap one or the one that sits on the engine block? This is the engine block one. It's 732, and the other one is finished with 723. It's brand new from BMW. Pretty expensive if you ask me. It's like, I don't know, 37, 32, I don't know, 34 euro, something like that. It's only half a shell, 34 euro. So for one. Now we see the weight of an old one versus a new one. Exactly the same, 38 grams. This is the new one, exactly the same, 38. So there is no difference between them in weight. I don't know on the quality. Now the caps on the crankshaft are marked 1 to 5, 6 and 7. 6 is the thrust bearing, and 7 is not marked. It's the only one that is not marked. It's very easy to feed them back, but you need to pay attention on the numbers, because they are numerated. One more time, here we see the old ones. I still use the engine block ones. These ones I didn't use them on the caps because they had a lot of damage. Not good how they look. But these ones with the oil passages on the engine block, I was using them because they are okay. They're not too bad, and they are original BMW, including the thrust bearing that you see now. But these ones, no, they suffer something. I think the oil wasn't replaced on time or something. Now we see the caps. So this is number 1, if you see. Kind of difficult, but now you're gonna see in the middle 1. And the cap number 2, you see number 2 there. And then number 3. You see number 3. And number 4. Number 5. It's pretty clear. Number 5, you will be able to see it. Number 5. Number 6 is the thrust bearing, so there is no number on this one. Absolutely no number, but it's very easy to distinguish because it's the only one that is different. There is no number, see? Absolutely no number on but it's the thrust bearing, so it's the only one that is different. Doesn't look like the other ones. And number 7, the last one, has no number, but it's the only one with no number. So 1 to 5 you have numbers, 6 is the thrust bearing, and 7 there's no point to put a number because obvious is going to be number 7. It could be, it's not going to be 1 to 5 or 6. So these are the new caps. Yes, good stuff. Hope so. You never know, they look like new when you buy them, but you never know. This is the truss bearing. It's pretty good. I decided to reuse it, so I checked the clearance and they are okay. So yeah, I had to replace them. Look, some of them, they were like really damaged, and obviously you're not going to be able to reuse them. Look, there is no coating, no nothing on them. I think somebody didn't replace the oil on time, or water went to the oil, or I don't know what was happening, but I had to replace them. They didn't look too good. Now it's some pictures with the bearings, old versus new. This is how they look. This is the part number on the engine block. See, the shape is not too good. And now we see how I was mounting the. No, it's splashing with oil. I don't know how you call that stuff in English. It's splashing with oil the piston skirt. I took them out and I cleaned them and I refit them. After I cleaned them with the brake cleaner, and because I wanted to see if they are okay, if they are splashing liquid oil. Now I installed the truss bearing and the other bearings that are going to the engine block. You need to pay attention. They have like a nudge, so you need to align them properly. And always watch the oil passage, because if you hit one that the oil passage is not gonna be aligned properly, you're gonna destroy the engine. Here I didn't fit no oil, absolutely, it's completely dry, including the crankshaft, because I was preparing to check the clearance. So everything has to be dry, because when you check the clearance, now you need to spin the crankshaft just a little in order to be able to use the plastic gauge, so you don't have an oil hole there on top where you're going to use the plastic gauge. That's why I rotated just a little. Now I check the play, like axial play, he didn't have. So this is the plastic gauge that I bought. I paid €20, Rhine metal, very good stuff. As Germans, they know how to do stuff. And yeah, you need to place a small piece of that plastic gauge on the crankshaft journals in order to check the clearance. Yeah, here we see again how to fit the caps, crankshaft caps back. They are numerated 1 to 5 on the exhaust side. So 1 to 5, you're gonna see numbers on the caps. 6 is the truss bearing and 7 is not numerated. Now all the time they are saying to replace and wash the oil screws, but I was using the old ones, only to check the clearance. Do not reuse the old bolts because they are torque to yield and they're gonna break. If they're not gonna break now, they're gonna break probably in a few weeks, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, who knows. But if one of them is gonna break, it's gonna destroy all the engine. And I know that they are expensive, but I'm gonna show you that you can find alternatives with new ones, brand new. I didn't pay. BMW was asking, I think, I don't know exactly, around 200 euro for these bolts. So I paid much less. Now the jointing torque is 22 Newton meters, then 90 degrees. You need to do a mark on each one, all bolts, because you need to degree them to 90. 20 Newton meters plus 90 degrees. Now, if you don't have this tool for 90 degrees, you do like from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So should be okay. You don't need necessarily this tool. But if you want to do it like perfect, you can do it, this stuff. Like I did it. But you don't need, like 90 degrees is very easy. Now when you undo the caps from the crankshaft, you need to start from the sides to the middle. Now as I'm doing cap number 1 and then 7, and from the sides to the middle when you undo them, after you tighten them to check the clearance. Now that was the last time when I was using these bolts. I will keep them, maybe, who knows, I will need them to do something with them, but I'm not going to use them on the engine. Then now you take the caps off and you check the clearance with the plastic gauge. The clearance has to be 0.019 up to 0.052. Has to be there somewhere. That's why it's very important to have good oil and good oil filter, and replace them on time, because here it's like the spinal cord for the engine. Like humans, if you don't take care of your back, of your spine, if you lift something, or if you don't drink enough water, if you don't live properly, if you work a lot, if you don't, that's it. You're not going to be able to do effort. And the engine is the same. If you don't use a good oil and if you don't replace it on time, here is the main part that is gonna fall. This one and turbo. Turbo is very easy. You can replace it, but here it's not that easy. And it's expensive. Really expensive. That's why it's important to change the oil on time, around 10,000 kilometers, and use a good oil and a good oil filter. I personally use Motul, but there are some other oils. I'm not saying that only Motul. And the filter I use Male and Motul I use. It's easy. I'm not saying that it's the only oil that is good, but I use this one. All my life I was using Castrol, but not now. According to me, Castrol is not what it was. I was using some assembly oil. Now here you see Moon and Chichi. They just pretend that they're not watching me. That they were watching me all the process. Now again we see how the bearing caps are marked, 1 to 5 and 6 and 7. 6 is thrust bearing and 7 is not marked, but you don't need to be marked on 7 because it's the only one. Here I was using the caps and I was use the engine oil assembly. It's kind of oil that it's melting with it's gonna melt with the engine oil when I'm gonna start the engine, so there is no problem. Some people are using assembly lube. I was using this oil. It's specially made for assembling engines. It's very sticky. It's like kind of like honeybee, not like actually honeybee, but it's pretty good. And you can use engine oil, you can use assembly lube, but you need to use something now, because after you check the clearance, you need to use some oil. Now these are the bolts that I use in a 15 euro whole set. I was using 2 sets and I paid 30 euro instead 200 euro. Look, they are made for that by L-Ring. L-Ring, it's a good company, I trust them, and I use these bolts, brand new bolts. But I didn't pay that much, like 200 euro like BMW wanted. It's way too much. This is the part number. I bought them from Autodoc. Probably gonna find them in every car shop, car parts or something. They should have it. But nobody is advertising them that they're gonna fit on M57 so the people probably are buying original ones, which is okay if you have a lot of money. But if you don't have, you buy L-Ring. But the L-Ring is a good company. I trust them, because you're gonna see I feel more. You're gonna see that I have on the cylinder head the same L-Ring, and I trust them. It's a good company. You can use them. You can use these bolts. Now you need to oil, see? You need to oil just a little, and then you fit them. Now, they say jointing torque is 22 Newton meters plus 90 degrees. And my advice, replace the old bolts. Do not reuse them. Do not spend all this money fixing an engine and taking the risk to use the old bolts. Just buy like I bought. You pay 30 euro for 2 sets, because in one set it's I think it's only one for 4 cylinder engine, and mine is 6 cylinders, and that's why I bought 2 sets. I still have left a few. But buy something new and fix the engine properly, so you can sleep with no problem. You're gonna see in the video later on, because I was trying to save some money. I'm gonna show you later on, probably in a few weeks, next week maybe, I don't know exactly when. You're gonna see what was happening when I tried to torque one of the bolts on the camshafts, not on the crankshafts, on the camshafts. So that's why I'm saying, do not reuse old bolts. Buy from BMW, buy from, car parts, buy whatever, buy new bolts. Do not reuse them. Do not reuse the old bolts. Now I torque it to 90 degrees, and that's it. Lovely stuff. No more problems. Everything is brand new. Almost brand new. Thank you.